Hello everyone, this is Bobby at Copel TV Repair, and this is a functionality pro video for Samsung power supply board BN44-00445A. Used in, I believe, 51-inch plasma, Samsung plasmas. That board was returned to us. No, it's 59 or 64-inch. This board was sold and returned back to us by a customer who said, this doesn't work or defective. VS comes up at first, then starts dropping. Picture speckles, then shuts off. The board has crack. I will start with the crack. Oh, and showing that this is indeed the same board. The board does have a crack. It was cracked. I'm going to show it in a second. When it was returned to us from its previous owner, probably as an exchange, it had a crack. This happens often, and it had to undergo physical restoration in addition to electrical fix. You can see the cracks here, but all that has been taken care of prior to sending the board out. Tracks have been restored. For those of us who are particularly observant, you can see one that is missing here. That is just a track for the testing point for the VA output voltage. This is customers' pictures of the board. That one will do well. Let me take the board and show what we're going to be seeing is the same board. Let's see if I can do it that way. Okay, I'm going to show up that wire here in a second. There you go. Okay. I don't know if that is convincing, but it is the same board, and customer is right. It does have not one, actually, again, several cracks up there, but all of those have been taken care of. And as far as the claim on the board not working, that is not the case, and I will first illustrate that and then explain what has been going on, what most likely is going on with the customer and their TV. First, this is a load that can be seen in some older videos. We don't use it a lot lately because modern boards, modern power supply boards usually do not need extra load to stay on. There were some older plasmas that would not work without that load. People recommend using lamps, etc. As I use those, less fragile, do the job. Turning on. And I hear a click. No, I did not hear a click because I have not activated the board. Click, click. Now if I press this, which is the activation switch, I should see 200 and something volts on the VS. There you go. Pressing solid. 260 right now. Those two are warming up. It is holding solid. I'm holding it, and the two resistors there are loading. Again, this is where I'm contacting VS. Just release the switch. They're already fairly warm. The board is turning on and holding VS. All other voltages are fine. VS would not be getting up if the other voltages were not in line. VA, I believe, is here, but I may have taken the ground. Put the ground here. VA may be coming when VS is. No, that is VA. Okay, let's plug it in, but VA and VS are monitored by the same watchdog. There you go, this is your VA over there on that wire, because again, the testing point was disconnected, but VA is in place. So what I want to say is, and I promised the customer that video, what they describe sounds like a bad sustain board, usually the Y main or the buffer boards. Either one of the buffers that are part of the sustain or attached to the sustain. This is very typical. VS raises up, goes to the sustain board. The sustain board has internal failure, or a buffer board has shorted, preventing another few voltages there that are being produced by the sustain board to raise, and this sends feedback to the plasma logic board, and the plasma logic board turns the VS in order to prevent overloading because of the short circuit that is supposedly not allowing another voltage to go up. This is very, very common description of a sustain board failure in plasmas or buffer board. So this is what would have caused what the customer explains. That board, despite of being cracked, and I'm sorry that it is, but we would rather have them that way and working than no boards at all. It is functional. So we treated that as a return due to change of heart and credit accordingly. That video will go up now. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Thank you.